Hello traders, Rich here, and here's a quick but detailed update on USDCHF. As usual, if you guys like video analysis, let me know in the comments or simply leave a like. So let's get started. As we clearly see, USDCHF has been overall bullish for a while, making higher highs and higher lows, trading inside this rising flat brown channel. And as per my last video analysis, if you remember, we were looking for buy setup since price was approaching the lower bound or the intersection of this horizontal support and this non-horizontal support in brown. Anyway, price rejected this area and traded higher. For now, it's approaching the upper bound, which I consider an overbought area. We also got this non-horizontal resistance in brown, which is the upper bound of the brown channel, and we got this supply area as we have an aggressive movement downward from it. So long story short, USDCHF rejected the lower band, the support area, and now approaching the upper bound, the resistance area. That's why we'll be looking for sell setups on lower time frames. And I insist on the word looking because meanwhile USDCHF can still trade higher, dive inside this resistance or supply before trading lower. So we always zoom into lower time frames and look for extra confirmation and trigger. And we can see that from H1 time frame, this channel is engulfing this last bullish movement upward. So as per my trading plan, I'll be waiting for a new swing low to form around the lower red trend line to consider it valid, and my trigger swing, for those who know me, I always highlight it like this as my trigger. Here we go, and we are looking for setups in the first place because price is approaching this resistance area. When the sell is activated, the stop loss would be, as usual, just above the previous swing high, and we target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio to have an edge over the market from a risk management perspective. Of course, meanwhile, and until the sell is activated, as mentioned from daily time frame, USDCHF can still trade higher and higher, dive inside this resistance before trading lower. In this case, we'll be updating our analysis. Before we continue, I want to tell you about Tickmill. Tickmill is established in 2014 and is one of the leading Forex and CFD brokers with registered users from more than 200 different countries. Tickmill is a no-dealing desk and ECN broker regulated in many countries like the UK, Cyprus, and recently in South Africa. With Tickmill, you can trade a wide range of instruments, starting from Forex to indices, commodities, and even crypto. Most importantly, with very low spreads and trading fees. If you don't have an account yet, make sure to create one using my referral link in the description below to benefit from 5% discounts on your trading fees. And let's continue. As we clearly see, Euro AUD has been overall bearish for a while, making lower highs and lower lows, and it's currently approaching a very strong resistance area. It was acting as support previously, we've got many rejections from it, and then price broke it downward. So this support is now acting as a resistance, and since price is retesting it, we'll be looking for sell setups on lower time frames. If you zoom into H1 time frame, we can see that this latest correction movement is engulfed in this rising channel in red. So as per my trading plan, I'll be waiting for a third swing to form around the lower trend line to consider it valid and to consider it our trigger swing. That's why, for those who know me, I always highlight it like this as our trigger, and then and only then the setup would be valid. Of course, if this happens, then the stop loss would be just above the last previous high, and we target a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, which would be around this previous low, around 1.45. Meanwhile, until the sell is activated as per this projection, we would be overall bullish from a short-term perspective, and Euro AUD can still trade higher and higher and even break back above this resistance for it to become support. That's it for Euro AUD. Best of luck, and I'll see you on the next one.